Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Crazy. Um, wow, what's this video gonna be about? What do you guys want me to talk about in this video? Well, okay, let's see where we're gonna go with this. Let's just talk about the year 2011. Basically, everything Brad Tragick is about in 2011. First, let's get the Brad Tragick stuff out of the way. Did a lot of stuff. My New Year's resolution this year. Didn't release a CD. Did I believe I had a couple more songs come out this year. Didn't really do much, so hopefully more music from Brad Tragick. Hopefully a CD will come out this year, at least one you can purchase online. Uh, I do have a few shirts if you're interested in shirts, hoodies. I do have some on some websites. Definitely go check out my new website, crazedmedia.weebly.com. I will put that link down below. It's my new website I'm creating, and it's going to be basically a buy-sell store. So definitely check that out. Looking to get that off the ground this year. Um, and I'm going to be buying stuff as well from people. If people want to sell some stuff to me, it'll be on my I'm just starting out, so don't try and sell me like 200 DVDs or something. Calm down, brother. Calm down, brother. And you gotta think about it. I'm gonna act as a pawn shop too, so kind of like that. So if you want to sell me something, let me know. I sell cases and everything like that. I want to buy clothes. Check out the website. Um, so more things that come from that, and it's gonna be a merging of the Crazy Media and Brad Tragic website. Um, it's going to be in the works. So definitely check that out. Like I said, Brad Tragic shirts coming away. I'm going to be creating some funny shirts. I got some great phrases that I want to put on some shirts. So definitely check that out. Some phrases that you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Definitely go check that out. And then let's talk about wrestling. Wrestling's been horrible. Oh my god, this year it's crazy. CM Punk winning the world championship, getting more over. Seeing this character continue to bore the shit out of us. TNA, Bobby Roode and James Storr capturing the world titles for the first time. Hogan being a part of TNA still kind of waning out. Sting's wrestling in 2011 kind of waned out in the middle of 2011. Um, we saw Rick Foley kind of leave wrestling, so to speak, in TNA. You've seen a lot of things. You've seen Triple H kind of take a back seat in 2011. Didn't really wrestle, as much as what he has been. So you kind of see, his career is coming to an end. Kind of, you see a lot of things in 2011 in wrestling that was kind of sad. But that means a new era is coming, and soon there should be another boomer. Moving on to movies. There was a lot of good movies come out this year. I didn't get to see a lot of them, I will admit, but I know that there was a lot of good movies that came out this year that I haven't got to see. I know there's some really good scary movies coming out in 2012, so I'm really excited to see this coming year what movies are going to come out. 2011 was an awesome year for movies. I will have to admit 2010 was probably not as a great year for movies as what the previous years have been. The franchises are still going. We're still doing well. I don't know if the final chapter of Saw came out in 2011. I want to say no. I want to say it came out in 2010, but I don't really know. I don't really remember. I think it came out in 2011. We saw the end of Saw. I know either the beginning of 2011 or uh, into 2010, somewhere around there. We saw the end of Harry Potter series. Twilight, getting pretty close to the end of the books that they, I believe, wrote. So maybe seeing the end of Twilight series here soon, unless they continue to make movies after this. Um, so we're seeing a lot of, Chronicles of Narnia kind of gone unnoticed this year, but these movies did come out too. I don't think the series is over. I think they got one more. But yeah, I kind of went underlooked this year. I haven't really heard much Chronicles of Narnia because there's a lot of good movies come out this year. We've seen Iron Man 2, I believe, came out this year. Transformers came out this year. Um, a lot of sequels came out this year. A lot of movies came out that I think really, really impressed a lot of people. So definitely, I'm going to be checking out a lot of those movies and getting reviews up for those. Music wise, wow. I don't know. I want to say it's kind of a weird. Like the last couple of years in music's been kind of odd. Last year I believe we saw the return of Britney Spears. I think that was last year. I don't think it was this year. It might have been this year. I don't remember. I think it was this year actually. 2011 saw the return of Britney Spears, I believe. But Lady Gaga really blowing up this year. Beginning. I think at the end of 2010. I don't know if we knew who Lady Gaga was yet. I don't remember if she was around yet. But I know this year, wow. I mean, if you don't know who Lady Gaga is, you've been sleeping. You don't have cable TV. You haven't been talking to anybody. You're a hermit because everybody should know who Lady Gaga is now. And we saw a lot of return. We've seen two albums by Five Finger Death Punch. I believe got released. I believe they released like two CDs this year. And you see a lot of things. You've seen Slipknot. The tragedy in that. What's happened with the death of Paul Gray. You've seen Evanescence come out with a new record. Who would have thought? So they saw that coming. I think everybody thought Evanescence was done. Um, I thought they were. And then at near the end of 2011, we hear kind of shakiness about a new Metallica album. So that'd be pretty cool to see what's going to go with that. They're releasing a new EP that was just I think announced on like the 1st or 2nd of January of 2012. So interesting to see what's going to happen with that. Um, so a lot of bands, like I said, 2011 was kind of a weird year for music because I think it's mainly like like I said, I think it's kind of like a singer-songwriter the last couple of years where like they're really the major band. I mean, you see the bands like Fleet Foxes, um, I really can't begin to start talking. I mean, Adele. I mean, you would basically call her a singer songwriter. I wouldn't really call her a pop artist, which she is, but I would actually call her like a singer songwriter because I mean, she's not like a hot chick. She's not like somebody that I'm gonna like sperminate over the walls. Or over. She's not like super hot. I'm not a banger, but that's some point. But I mean, she's a really good singer. So Adele, really a big year for her too. She came out with a one CD and it did really well. And then I think she had a lot of high hopes for this new CD. Everybody did, and she blew you out of the water. I mean, this "Rolling in the Deep," an amazing song. If you haven't checked out the covers of Chester from Linkin Park, definitely go check that out. Probably type up Linkin Park "Rolling in the Deep," you'll find it. Other people did "Rolling in the Deep." Basically, type up "Rolling in the Deep" cover, and you'll find a bunch of different bands did them. Lady Gaga covers out the ass this year in 2011, some metal bands and everything. Pretty interesting. Pretty cool. We've seen a release, I believe, of a Nirvana DVD come out this year too in 2011. So pretty awesome. Um, or there in 2011, not 2011 anymore. So a lot of things it kind of really wasn't a great year for music. In effect, like things that came out. There at the end, we're hearing things about Van Halen. I don't want to talk about it, but we did hear news of that, things like that. Guns N' Roses CD came out. They're kind of starting to rise in popularity. Their rise in popularity kind of rose up a little bit in 2011. Starting to get more notice. I think the CD came out in 2010, but it kind of carried over in 2011, and they've been touring on it a lot. You can tell that they're starting to be relevant now, so it's kind of cool to see Guns N' Roses having another run with another lineup, it actually being like a mainstream thing. So that's kind of cool to see that happening again. And then actually at the end of 2011, Slash talking about what do you call it, mending the friendship between him and Axl Rose. So that's a really really big thing to see that. So maybe just maybe not a reunion tour because I don't think Axl would just drop the band he has for them to come back, but maybe have Slash or Duff come in and do some stuff. I know Duff has already did some stuff with him on tour, but maybe Slash come in, do some guest appearances, do November Rain, in the middle of the fucking show or something like that, Be pretty cool to see. Or, putting Slash with the lineup every once in a while. Be pretty cool to see them get back together. Or maybe down the road see a reunion tour, and give those other guys a break. But yeah, really, really interesting year in music. I wouldn't say the best, last year I don't think wasn't that great either, but we saw a lot of new metal bands come out last year, and then this year, a lot of metal bands came out with another albums and stuff like that. The Lamb of God came out with a great album this year, and they got another one coming out in 2012. It's gonna be amazing. I heard. Rap wise, Cottonmouth Kings continue to put out great albums. Don't really know of much like rap pop artists who really come out with a great album this year. Eminem, it wasn't really following that Eminem album that came out this year, but there was some other albums that came out. Yeah, I don't know. So it's been a really good year for 2011. 2012 seems to be already off to a great start. A lot of good movies already coming out. that I see on TV, the previews for the music. There's a lot of music coming out. I said, new Lamb of God CD. There's things being talked about already, a lot of albums, and it's gonna be great. Um, Wrestling wise, it's hopefully it gets a little bit better. 2011 was a horrible year for wrestling. I will say that. Um, Not much really like hugely happened in wrestling in 2011. Already in 2012, we had the return of Chris Jericho. Not been big yet, but I'm sure it's going to come with something. But TNA's shit, they're trying to get better, but that's basically it. Entertainment news. There's some good shows. TV's starting to get a little bit better. Reality's still the big thing in TV. So hopefully in 2012 we'll see a big change in the entertainment aspect. And I think everything's still kind of reeling from the economy and everything like that. But hopefully 2012 will get a lot better. Obama seems to be talking about oh, we're going to try and get the country back on track, blah, blah, blah. And it does seem to be getting back on track. You see people going out more, spending money more. So hopefully, the industry gets a little better. Everything gets better in 2012. So from Brad Tragick, this has been a 2011 review of everything and anything in between. Any comments on what I talked about, definitely comment below. Not much of a political person, so you don't have to go into really political things. I would have voted for Obama, but I didn't even vote. But I was rooting for him. Um, anyway, I won't go into political views right now. But thank you. Keep watching. Tell your people about Brad Tragick. Keep watching my random uploads of videos. Thank you and goodbye.